Good day, viewers. Good day to Ma'am May Chilu Pabiliar. I am Sean Carly from Wikipedia 1G Electronic Technology. I'm a first-year college student from Marikina Polytechnic College. For today's video, I will answer the following questions regarding to the title of this movie, Ganito Kami Noon, Paano Kayo Ngayon, directed by Eddie Romero. In the subject of RIZAL.
Narito ang ilang mga pangyayari sa panahon ni Rizal noong 19th century. Kung titignan natin, napakarami nito. Pero ang tatandaan lang natin ay malulupit ang mga Espanyol at korap ang mga opisyales na wala ng mga karapatan ang mga Pilipino. Walang pantay-pantay sa harap ng batas. Walang hustisya na naganap sa korte para sa mga Pilipino.
So without further ado, let's dive in.
Describe the 19th century Philippines as represented in the film.
So for the first question, if I will describe the movie or film directed by Eddie Romero, titled as Ganito Kami Noon, Paano Kayo Ngayon. Eddie Romero's film Ganito Kami Noon, Paano Kayo Ngayon is set in 19th century in the Philippines and depicts the country during the Spanish and American colonial periods. The film depicts the state of independence in the Philippines from Spanish colonial period to American period. It depicts the mistreatment of Filipinos by Spanish colonizers, the conflict between rich and poor, and lack of education among Filipinos in the provinces at the time. The film also delves into the concept of national identity and the question of who is considered a Filipino at the time, which was uncertain and complex due to the country's history of colonization and the Philippines' diverse cultures and languages. The film also depicts the characters, struggles, and resistance to colonizers, as well as their search for knowledge and self-identity as Filipinos. Overall, the film provides a glimpse into the history and cultural context of the 19th century of the Philippines, as well as the challenges faced by the Filipino people at the time.
Based on your reading, what can you say about the film's representation of the 19th century?
What can I say about the film's representation during 19th century? Eddie Romero's 1976 film, Ganito Kami Noon, Paano Kayo Ngayon, depicts the 19th century Philippines accurately as a time of great struggle and uncertainty for the Filipino people, and also the way the characters spoke and acted. The film depicts the Spanish colonizers' harsh treatment of Filipinos, including the mistreatment of indigenous peoples and the wealthy exploitation of the poor. They also portray the way of executing prisoners and innocent people without trials, which was very common at that time, because without money, you have no power. It also emphasizes the lack of education and understanding among Filipinos, particularly those living in rural areas, which has contributed to the population's confusion and division.
What is the main question that the film seeks to answer? What are your own reflections based on the film and your understanding?
What is the main question in the films that seeks to answer? The main question that Eddie Romero's film, Ganito Kami Noon, Paano Kayo Ngayon, seeks the answers. What is a Filipino identity? The cultural, social, and political changes that have occurred in the Philippines from the 19th century to the present. The film investigates how various historical events such as colonization, revolution, and modernization have affected the country and its people, and how these changes have shaped the Philippines into what it is today. I saw the sacrifices of Filipinos to seek justice. It examines how the Philippines the Philippines has changed and how the country history has influenced its present. The film also aims to depict people's lives and how they adapted to the changes that occurred over the time. What is my reflection to this movie? Filipino independence during the Spanish and American colonial period, and tackles important and sensitive topics in a creative, comedic, and symbolic manner. The film explores the maltreatment of the Filipinos by Spaniards, the conflict between the rich and the poor, and the lack of education among Filipinos in the provinces during those years. The film also examines the complex and unclear concept of national identity and what it means to be a Filipino, as defined by different characters in the movie. The main character, Kulas, embodies the Filipino identity through his unending search for knowledge, respect for each individual, and willingness to fight for the country. Overall, the film highlights the importance of understanding and preserving the Filipino identity for the betterment of the country. Ganito kami noon, Paano Kayo Ngayon? It's a significant film as it highlights the struggles and complexities of defining a Filipino identity during the Spanish and American colonial period. That's all. Thank you for viewing. That's all. Again, I am Sean Carly from Beta 1G Electronics Technology. Thank you for watching. Bye.